Yo guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Taki. It's spelled Darkieee. Hope you guys are doing fine. Actually, this COBD close of business day, and I think there's that point where everybody working in Lagos is so happy to go back home. Trust me, everybody wants to go back to where it's coming from. And friendly advice. I think it's just I told you guys in the morning where you have to pray for living your partner and all of that because it's kind of cold outside there, and a lot of stuff are happening. So you guys should be careful. The kind of bus you enter, the kind of car you enter. Just be careful. Basically, it's really not cool that you get your stuff missing all of that this period. And the funny how is actually not, you can't be too careful about this. You just pray, basically. Just leave it to the hands of God and make sure you're being careful. Straight up to this with Ghosty News. Welcome guys to Ghosty News. I bring you update concerning music, and that's across the country. Straight up today, we'll begin with Davido. Really so happy I'm not doing Davido at this point. Trust me, Burna Boy is the person we're talking about. I'm really so happy I'm not doing Davido. I've done Davido all my life. That I feel like Davido is just cut off my mind like freely. But Burna Boy is the conversation. We saw at the point where Burna Boy surpassed 2 billion plus streams on YouTube, and he became the first Nigerian artist to achieve this feat. Having 2 billion plus, trust me, doesn't just come easy. And for Burna Boy, he's the first Nigerian artist. For I think for other African artists, Diamond Platinum is doing like amazing bunkers numbers. And but talk about Nigeria, Burna Boy is the first to do this one, and then we all are so happy with him. At the point we saw where for Burna Boy at the Dream View Festival, it was an amazing one. Kind of a lot of highlights of this festival. We saw where Jacob came out to say to actually pay homage to Drake, came out to say Drake was the best and all of that, and it just shows the fact that we all can be great on the same table. It doesn't have to be like somebody's this and that. We can all be great on the same table and still eat the same food. That way it makes more sense, and it's better than standing and my fan is this, I'm the this, I'm that and that. Jacob proved all of that. I also saw where Usher was like the highlights where he came out to say because they were actually in the heat of this of the event, and it was like the next person come was Beyonce, and you could see the whole fans were happy, and the whole agitation, and yeah, and all of it was like welcome Beyonce, everybody clapped, and 2 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, where's Beyonce? And it was like April Fool, and people were like, but the question, how much did you pay? Like waiting for Beyonce. Did you pay Beyonce's money? But obviously, it was a whole fun event. Arya Star performed. Burna Boy performed his last single, and it was an amazing one, amazing night. For this guy. So for Burna Boy, he has been doing bunker when it comes to arena. Last year he said, this year I'm no longer doing indoors event. I'm doing more stadiums and arenas, and he has been keeping to that one ever since he announced. We saw where he came out for the Netherlands Stadium. About 41k capacity sold out at the moment. France 40 capacity sold out. London 80k capacity. That's about close to the Wembley of 90k, and that's about 99.5% ticket sold out. What that means is about that left with less than 1% to be sold out on that one. And then for the USA, the City Field, they announced that one recently. That's about 41,000 capacity, and then ticket goes on sales on Friday. Trust me, for July thereabouts. So we have like 3 months left to sell this ticket, and hopefully it sells that one out. Anyway, we saw after the event at Dreamville, Burna Boy and Usher got kind of linked up, and before this meeting here, we saw where he was in this car and all making the old goofy thingy, and Burna Boy can be a playful person, very playful, and it was one of those moments. And then they went back at good moments in themselves, and when two artists meet like this, I tell you guys, it's about music. So the question is Burna Boy making a music with Usher? Trust me, if he's doing that, fans are really waiting to see what they have together. Moving on from this one, we have Rema. Rema is that guy we spoke about for like the of last month. Was doing good numbers. His numbers with bonkers. It was everywhere at the moment at the time. Moving on, we saw where Rema and Roses marked a year, 1 year birthday, and all this achievement and more was what he was able to achieve in the space of 1 year. For some persons, it's actually difficult to believe that this is a 1 year project because what this song has achieved in a year, this is actually like some person's lifetime achievement. But trust me, it was in a year. And then Calm Down with that song has done good bunkers on this one. Moving on, you saw where Calm Down spent about 13 weeks at the top. It became the second longest running number one African song in the history of the Indian music industry. I think for these Indian folks here, there's a way it works. You really cannot just explain this stuff because the same way CK had this in the lockdown, Rema is doing an amazing one there. And CK, I think CK has about 20 platinum and legit for 20 platinum in India. And then for Rema just has a way of holding on lockdown, and it's really amazing one to see coming from Rema. We saw where Rema Rose's album and Calm Down single has spent 1 full year, talking about 52 weeks, charting on France official chart snap. Also, Calm Down is also the second highest speaking African song on the chart, making Rave and Russell the third highest speaking African project on the chart. For Rema, it's about charts and numbers and awards and all of that, and making it. I think at this point, it's just safe to say Afrobeat is just doing amazingly well because initially we have a commercial about Burna Boy, Wizkid and Davido, maybe Olamide, but now we're having CK, we're having a Rema, we're having a Fireboy. It's just a win for everybody, and I think it's just a safe way to say Afrobeat is the next big deal. At the moment, moving on, we saw for Rema, he has amassed about 200 million total streams on Boomplay, which is an amazing one. And as of last month, Rema used to be about 36 million monthly listeners on Spotify, making it the highest so far. And this time, Rema is on 39 million. So I think that's about 3 million plus. To his fair, that amazing one for him. And for monthly listeners, Rema is on 39 million at the moment. For Holiday, the latest single from Rema, that has crossed about 10 million streams on Spotify. Big win, big one for Rema. And Rema Shazam record on the, for worldwide, I mean, for the world record has increased to about 14 million 771,861 Shazam all over the world. Big win for Rema. Looking at the Billboard chart, which was announced recently, for last, I think 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, Rema picked on number 8, and which was the highest Pan African artist ever, ever, ever. Last week it remained on number 8, and then this week it remained on number 8, making it the third consecutive week on number 8. Apparently, all the songs dropped. I'm not good. All the songs dropped. From Miley Cyrus from number 1 went to number 2. Megan from 2 to 3. SZA from 3 to 4. Everybody dropped, leaving only Rema. So the question is, what is Rema? What is that thing about that song that is making this song like a force to be reckoned with? But then, regardless, it's a big win for Rema. We have Jimin like crazy as number 1. Let me just give you guys this gist here. So this song just dropped like I think this week, and his first appearance on the Billboard also there was number 1. It's maybe just go stream the song and everything. Amazing one actually, and but good one for him on number 1. For the Afrobeat chart, we have Calm Down number 1. People Libianca number 2. Free My Mind number 3. Essence came back number 4. Last number 5. Rush 6. Love 167. Peru 8. And Soweto 9. Kulosa. Kulosa is a very stubborn song. Funny how you don't want to give this space, but then Kulosa is number 10. For next week, I'm waiting to see what Timeless will do on this project. Will it be Timeless? Let's see what happens when next week comes. And then now we have Wizkid on this one. For Wizkid, yeah, when they say men are what again? Men are what again? I'm not going to say what that's in, but then Wizkid actually came out to prove, West of that, we're actually here defending the fact that we're not scums and we're actually great guys. Wizkid is actually bringing the reputation down and make it look like indeed you guys are all scum. I was at the point where it was said that according to Gotten, that the video he shot was worth about $1 million for the video he shot, Money and Love. Spending $1 million for a video, trust me, that is no gain feat. We saw where Usher came out to show love to Davido, saying, "You all go listen to Timeless with my brother at Davido," and then that's on his Twitter page. He didn't stop there. He also went further to say on his Instagram, then he was calling some person, saying, "Inside, you all go listen to Timeless by my brother at Davido." Obviously, at this time, it was streaming feel on that one. Amazing one for Wizkid. It's just true. I think after he said this one here, there's a bit of sanity in the space where, because Twitter could be very violent, where you see FC against the TBG. But after he said this one, maybe still violent, but then a bit of sanity. People are like, okay, you can actually coexist and not fight. You get, because now we've seen Wizkid, we've seen Davido supporting themselves. So leaving the question to where is Burna Boy, I'm not going to do all of that. But we saw at the point where Wizkid made the Lagos album has now spent 98 weeks on the Nigeria Apple Top 10 and the longest charting album of all time in the Nigeria Apple Top 10. Big win for Big Wiz. We saw More Love Less Ego is currently charting number 2 on the US Apple Music worldwide. With Burna Boy, Love Damn number 4, but then big one for Wizkid on this one. Over the weekend, we saw Wizkid vibing to Declan Rice, and then they were all part of the phone where he actually had like his phone out, and then his phone is broken, and then you could see fans saying, Big Wiz, you big pass this one, change your phone, you're a senior man, this, that. And then I could see a comment saying, does your phone actually prove who you are, like your status and everything? But then fans came out to say, Wizkid, please change your phone. It doesn't look good having broken phones like that. Yes, this is conversation. Wizkid recently was seen spotted with I'm not going to lie, she was a very beautiful lady, very, very beautiful lady, in a very compromising position, so compromising such that, and then statements were also completely clear to say, my girlfriend, how are you girlfriend, and all of that, and Serena went ahead, kissed down her forehead and hugged her. His hands were very close to upper region and all of that, and people were more like saying, what is that? Because for sure we know Wizkid and Jada appear a conversation, they're like an item. So who is this mystery lady, and what is Wizkid doing with this lady at this point? Questions like this are yet to be answered. Let's see what happens in coming days. But for sure we are sure that Jada and Wizkid are still in conversation. They are still something. We don't have a report that they fought at the moment. But the question is, who is this mystery lady Wizkid is saying my girlfriend and taking on the forehead? When we have answers to that, trust us, we'll give you updates on that one. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of Gossip News. We come to catch you guys on the very next one. Stay safe, guys, and be careful.